Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. The best thing that you can do for your mental health and personal development is to stop caring so much about everything and learn to be more selective about where you invest your attention. One of the main reasons why we face so much anxiety and we fail to do the things that we want to do is because we care too much. Our attention is scattered, our energy is fragmented. Every little change or distraction from the external world can create internal chaos. It's time for us to recenter our energy and attention on ourselves. It's time for us to stop giving so much of our attention and energy to things and people that do not deserve them. It's time to care less. In this video, I'll tell you how you can do it, and I'll tell you exactly what you should care less about so that you can care more about what truly matters. First of all, stop caring too much about the outcome of everything. I know this is a tough one because I used to be that person who, whenever I embarked on a new journey or I started to follow my dream, I always wondered if the outcome was going to be proportional to my effort, or if I was doing something right and it would lead me to a desirable destination. For example, whenever I made a video or a painting, I always wondered if it's going to be well received. Whenever I started talking with someone new, I always wondered if it's going to become something long-term. Or whenever I started learning a new skill or a new field of knowledge, I always wondered if it's going to benefit me in the future or if it's just a waste of time. All of that analysis and overthinking and anticipation did me more harm than good, because I was always in a state of unease and worry, and I got tired of things very easily, especially when the present reality did not show me what I wanted to see. And everything that I did seemed to be so strenuous and stressful and heavy because I cared too much about the end result. This is so wrong. Why did I do that to myself and my growth? I was just sabotaging everything because I was obsessed with the end result. Something needs to change. It didn't happen overnight, but gradually throughout my personal and spiritual growth, I've learned to become less and less attached to things and people. I've learned to identify myself not only as an active participant of life, but also an observer. I've learned to observe myself and my life from a much more objective viewpoint. Like right now, I believe that I am just a soul having a human experience. I am experiencing everything in this life. I don't need to know everything. I don't need to know all answers. I don't even need to know exactly where I'm heading to. Well, it's not even something that I can know, I realize no matter how much I try to plan or control, what needs to happen will always happen. And what is not meant to happen will never happen. That's how I learned to gradually loosen my grip and relax my mind and let go and just surrender. Now I still have goals and dreams, but I don't really care about the final result anymore. The only thing that I care about is that I'm doing something that I love, and it stems from my authentic desire to better myself, my life, and the world. As long as it feels right to me, there is no need to care about anything else. When you learn to enjoy the process, everything that you do will become easier and lighter, and you'll be able to enter the flow state effortlessly. Your energy will feel more relaxed and carefree, and hence your performance will just automatically improve whatever you're trying to work on. Also, even though I don't know the outcome of everything, but there's one thing I'm sure about, and that is in the future, when you look back at this, at what you're experiencing right now, all the lines will connect, all the dots will connect, all the decisions that you have made will make perfect sense. It can feel a bit confusing and unclear right now, but in the future, it will become a beautiful, complete picture. The second thing that you need to stop caring about is the thoughts and beliefs that are making you suffer. Every day, we have so many thoughts running in our head telling us that we are not good enough, that we cannot achieve what we want to achieve, that we are unlucky, other people are against us, problems may arise out of nowhere, life is unfair and boring. So many times we just let these thoughts dominate our mind, we believe in them, And we even give them more energy by feeding them with negative emotions like anxiety, fear, frustration, disappointment, etc. We try to find evidence to strengthen these beliefs. I used to be like that. I used to care about every single negative thought that I had, and I believed in them. But then one day, when I was in the middle of the biggest mental breakdown, for the first time ever, I could hear the negative voices that caused all of my suffering. I realized that I suffer in my mind so much more than in reality. At that moment, I felt so angry at myself for having sided with these thoughts and entertained them all this time. Enough. Enough. Enough of that nonsense. Like, I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, why? What the hell are you doing? Why do you allow these thoughts to have so much power over you? Why do you believe in these irrational, ungrounded worries? Why do you care so much about them when they are making you become miserable? Why do I give these self-limiting beliefs and negative thoughts so much attention? Why do I keep letting them destroy my peace when I actually have the power to choose which thought I want to keep and which thought I want to get rid of? At that moment, I decided to stop betraying myself. And it suddenly clicked for me. I realized my true power in disciplining and controlling my mind. I can choose to grow the thoughts and beliefs that nourish my soul and starve ones that drain it. It is within my power. With determination, discipline, commitment, and a lot of self-love, I can be the boss of my mind. And you can also be the boss of your mind. I decided at that moment to do everything I can to protect my peace. I realized no one and nothing in this entire world can do that for me. I'm gonna do that for myself. Once you are determined enough to change, it starts to get easier and easier to control your mind. Every time a thought crosses your mind and starts seeking your attention, pause and ask yourself this question. Does this thought bring me more peace? If the answer is yes, keep nurturing it. But if the answer is no, stop caring, stop paying attention to it, stop feeding it by finding more evidence to reinforce it. Just say this out loud or repeat it in your head. Hello, negative thought. I hear you, but you need to go. There's no place for you here because I choose peace for myself. And then every day you keep choosing peace for yourself over and over and over, again and again and again, until it becomes your default mode. Then peace will be your permanent state of being, not just a fleeting feeling that you get once in a while. Last but not least, if you stop caring about this, you will be unstoppable. You will become so much more powerful, so much more confident, so much more relaxed. Because this is something that has been weighing you down and hindering your growth a lot. Stop caring about other people's opinions of you. I have to say that this is one of the most life-changing, but at the same time, one of the most difficult decisions that I've made in my entire life, because I used to care so much about what other people think about me because of several things that happened in my childhood and the kind of living environment that I grew up in. I suffered a lot from low self-esteem and the constant need to please others. Like, whenever I wanted to say something, I was always worried that others might misunderstand me or they might think that I am annoying or stupid. Whenever I want to choose myself and what's good for me, I was always afraid that others might think that I am selfish. And even if I eventually chose myself, I often felt guilty afterwards. Whenever I had a conversation with someone or entered a room, I was always very self-conscious and insecure. I didn't dare to speak up my mind and express my authentic self because I thought they didn't deserve to be seen and heard. But thankfully, I've always been guided to the right directions, decisions and changes and experiences that gradually helped me understand and learn more and more about myself. And the more I spend time with myself, the more I know myself, the more I understand myself, the more I love myself for who I am, for all the strengths and weaknesses that I have. I've learned to listen to my inner guidance instead of caring about what other people think or say about me. Right now, I've come to a point where I can confidently say that I don't give a damn about what anyone thinks about me. Really, I couldn't care less. The only thing I care about is how I feel about myself, and I feel proud of myself every day. And that's all that matters. I want to say this to you. People will always find reasons to criticize you and hate you. No matter how you act, no matter how you look, no matter how you speak. If you go above and beyond to help others and make them happy, they will eventually treat you like a doormat. If you start loving yourself, people will say that you are selfish. If you are sweet and kind, some people might say that you are fake. If you keep your distance, some people might think that you are arrogant. If you follow your passion, some people might say that you are trying too hard to prove yourself. If you follow social expectations, some people might still think that you are boring. Even your happiness and positive energy can annoy some people who are suffering and want others to suffer with them. You know what I mean, right? Trying to please others is going to be the most fruitless endeavor because you will never please them all. Do you know who you should please instead? Please yourself. Please yourself. Try to make yourself happy and satisfied. That will work. And I'm not talking about pleasing yourself by seeking short-term pleasures or indulging yourself. I'm talking about pleasing yourself by choosing a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling to you, by allowing yourself to grow beautifully in your own way, at your own pace, by staying true to who you are and standing firm on your beliefs, by prioritizing your well-being over anything else, by knowing your worth and how precious you are, and finally, by not letting anyone's opinion change the way you feel about yourself. When you stop caring about how others view you, you will become so much more confident and authentic in your words and actions, and they will shine brightly. And so will you, my love. Alright guys, that's everything I want to share in today's video. Please learn to care less. Your body, mind, soul, and your future self will thank you for that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you again soon in my next one. Bye bye!